This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 806, How to Not Care What Other People Think, by Mia of SheDreamsAllDay.com. Hello, everybody. Greg Audino here, your host, back with you for another week of ORD. Hope you all had a great weekend, and I hope you are ready to dive right into some great content to start your week off with. Today, we will be talking about a really well-rounded concept that can apply to all of us to some degree. This is the concern we have about what other people think about us. If you say you're impervious to this through and through, you are a liar, but I'm still happy to have you here. So, let's take a listen and start optimizing your life. How to Not Care What Other People Think, by Mia of SheDreamsAllDay.com. It's human to want to be liked by everyone. As a recovering people pleaser, I used to care a lot about what other people thought about me, especially since I started my own blogging business. It's in our DNA to want to be part of the pack and accepted by our peers. We want likes, followers, and to be loved by everyone. After all, we have evolved to survive in groups. These days, being dependent on acceptance from others isn't necessary. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Being vulnerable to the thoughts other people have about you is normal. However, not worrying about what other people think can and will set you free. When you pursue a life where you don't care about what other people think about you, you are genuinely living your life, and you'll show up as 100% you. This is the life we want, dreamers. It's not a quick fix, but it is definitely possible to care less. Why we care what other people think. Why do we even care? What is it about other people's approval that we so desperately desire? When you really start to think about it, it doesn't make much sense, other than it's normal and part of being alive and human. Here are some of the false beliefs that get in our way of living an authentic life. Wanting to avoid humiliation. Fear of being alone. We believe popularity equals happiness. We believe social proof equals success. Fear of failing. And fear of standing out from the crowd. Oh, and you guessed it, it's all rooted in fear. The truth of the matter is we have no control over what other people think about us, because other people's thoughts are just that, other people's. Other people's thoughts. Other people's thoughts and opinions about you have nothing to do with you. For example, you might remind them of or look like someone they despise, and therefore they will have negative thoughts about you. It has nothing to do with you as a person, but everything to do with them. The opinion someone else has of you has only to do with that person's thought patterns and past life experiences. I want you to find peace in the fact that you cannot change other people's opinions of you. Let them judge you, but don't make that mean anything about you, because it doesn't. Don't try and change someone's opinion of you, because it will not work. You won't ever truly understand why a person thinks a certain way, because you won't be able to get into his or her head. It's simply impossible. People will always judge. That's what people do. Let them, and go live your life. Other people's actions. The same goes for other people's behavior. They act based on their own emotions and what their brain is telling them, their thoughts. People have the freedom to act how they want and think how they want to think. For example, you're starting a new blog. Not everyone will resonate, become fans, followers, or even like the content that you put out there. You cannot please every single person that visits your new dream blog. These people are going to have different opinions about your blog based on their own thoughts and past experiences. Though it's in our nature to want to be liked by everyone, it's not possible. Imagine you're a chocolate bar. There's always going to be someone that doesn't like chocolate. As shocking as that sounds, it's true. We cannot change other people. It's out of our control. There's freedom in knowing that. A note on people-pleasing. Growing up, I was a huge people-pleaser. I wanted everyone to like me and approve of my actions. Why, though? When I learned how our brains work, I learned the true definition of a people-pleaser. People who aren't showing up as their authentic and awesome selves. When we pay too much attention to other people's opinions of us, we lose a part of ourselves and we tell stories that simply aren't true. We lie. And isn't that interesting? Because when you think about it, what is ever the worst that can happen when someone else has a thought about you? In reality, there isn't much you can do to change someone else's perception of you. Therefore, the worst that can happen will always be out of your control. It can really help to name and pinpoint the thing that really scares or worries you. In the end, it won't matter. Your opinion of you is the only opinion that matters. Embrace vulnerability. Put yourself out there and embrace your own vulnerability. Dare to take a walk outside your comfort zone. The more you do it, the easier it will get. Time is definitely on your side when it comes to training your new mindset and giving up old thought patterns. You're so much more than other people's perceptions of you. Find your people. Surround yourself with people who love and accept you for you, not for someone you're trying to be. Don't waste any more energy on people who don't, because these people who prevent you from living the life of your dreams aren't your people. If you just aim to please everyone, you'll live out someone else's dream, and it won't ever make a dent or difference in your life. Make choices based on your own thoughts about you, not someone else's. First, find yourself, then find your pack. Focus on you. Focus on you, your dreams and goals. Remember that you are you and you are on your own journey. Show up as yourself and not as someone who's trying to please everyone. If you're trying to please everyone, you'll end up pleasing no one. Don't be a people pleaser and go into hiding. Show up as and be your authentic self. As long as you focus on your own unique story and learn to love yourself, no one else will ever have power over you. It's cheesy because it's true. Before you go, remember that the only opinion that matters is the opinion you have of yourself. People will always judge based on their own thoughts, which essentially is none of your business. It's up to you and your mindset if you're going to let them get to you. Stay in your lane and focus on your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Your actions will ultimately lead to your results, and this will unfold your story. You have the power to create your own story the way you want it to be told. So, why not make it amazing? Life is so much better without the constant worry about what other people think. I promise you, it is so worth the mindset work. You just listened to the post titled, How to Not Care What Other People Think, by Mia of SheDreamsAllDay.com. So people-pleasing is one of the many dangerous activities we can indulge in, as it puts us at risk for unfulfilled desires, resentment, and more. And these are tough feelings to wade through. But luckily, there are many healthy practices we can take when navigating such challenges, and one of them includes speaking to a professional therapist. BetterHelp is an online service that helps connect you with a personal licensed professional therapist who you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions with at your own convenience. And with their counselors specializing in many different areas, they make it easy for you to change counselors at any time if you need to. So many people have actually been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. No more sitting uncomfortably in a waiting room. Gain the flexibility of messaging your counselor anytime. BetterHelp is not self-help, it is confidential private counseling. And guys, I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you will get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/ORD. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/ORD. Now, I really enjoyed Mia's persistence in encouraging us to not care what other people think, but I think the most important takeaway overall is her reminder that the desire to fit in is something that is hardwired in all of us, and for that reason, we mustn't shame ourselves for naturally falling into a rhythm of acting based on the opinions of others. Though doing so is often futile, as Mia mentions, it's still something that's hard to break. So, as with any big change you seek to make, I just want to remind you to start slowly and to show yourself compassion. Fully expressing yourself, especially in certain situations, can be a long and arduous road to get to. So start by dipping your toes in the water of self-expression little by little, around people you trust or in situations that pertain to things you don't associate with being huge parts of your identity. The small bouts of progress you'll feel by starting this way will help you build a strong foundation for expression and confidence over time. And that wraps us up for today, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I hope your week is off to a great start, and I hope you can now go through it with a bit more self-assurance. And I will be back with you tomorrow for more. I hope to see you there, where your optimal life awaits.